Hello and welcome back to Emily Cat 176. It's Monday. Finally, the weather has cooled down a bit today in Melbourne. We're having a really hot summer and the weekend was awful weather. But anyway, so it's Monday. And I want to talk about a film I went and saw between Christmas and New Year. So the day started off with me mixing up the days. I'm at the bus stop, the bus isn't coming. Why isn't the bus coming? Because I was looking at the wrong day's timetable, wasn't I? So that was the start. I finally got to the cinema, and in my defense I will say I don't go to this cinema very often, but I buy the ticket online, I go in, sit down, and these people come up and the woman says, "Excuse me, you're sitting in my seat." And I said, "Am I?" I was in the wrong cinema. I tell you, it was just one thing after another. I didn't have my reading glasses, so I couldn't even see. And she said, "No, you're in the cinema next door." So I get up and I go next door. And as I said, I don't go to this cinema very often, so that's in my defence. I finally sit down, I'm in the right seat, I'm in the right cinema, and I watched a Wallace and Gromit film. Now, I don't think I've ever seen any Wallace and Gromit. Of course I know about them, but I don't remember seeing any series, films, nothing. I'm not really that familiar with them. If I have seen something, it was years ago and I don't remember it. But this one was called Vengeance Most Foul, and it's the latest one. Apparently it came out on Christmas Day in the UK, because this is another thing. This film is very English. I knew it was an English film. It's a very English film. But the plot is that, now those of you that know this thing will know Wallace is an inventor. I didn't know that. But a few years ago, he and Gromit had foiled Feathers McGraw, who is the master criminal, and he's a chicken, I think, that doesn't speak, but he's the master criminal. He'd stolen a blue diamond. Wallace and Gromit got it back. And this film starts with a latest invention that Wallace has done. He's created robotic garden gnome, a garden gnome. And the blue diamond is going back on display in a museum, and Feathers McGraw, who is in jail, is planning to get out of jail and steal the blue diamond. And this is the premise of the film. Ben Whitehead voiced Wallace. So what did I think? I presume they're made of plasticine, and if that's the case, these films must take a very long time to film. And the animation is very good. It's very good. Would I see another one? Probably not. But this one it's a gentle, feel-good story. Of course, there's a happy ending. I presume in all these films, these Wallace and Gromit films, there's a happy ending. And yeah, there was a few sort of funny moments, and as I said, the animation itself was really good. And Wallace does actually mention, vengeance most foul, because the foul is the master criminal. And I thought that was quite interesting, having a non-speaking chicken as you are criminal. But yeah, am I glad I saw it? Yeah, I am. I'd probably give it about 3.5 out of 5. But as I said, it's very English. I presume it's set up sort of in the north of England. And I don't want to give too much away in case you want to watch it. I presume it will come out on the streaming services. I saw it in a cinema. As you know, I like to see the films in a cinema. And because this is the thing, Feathers McGraw in prison reprograms the garden gnome, which turns rogue, and then they multiply. So, as I said, it must have been a lot of work, because there's a lot of characters in this one. And if they're plasticine, they've got to change them so often. So, yeah, it would have taken a long time. But those, now I can say I have seen a Wallace and Gromit production. Yeah, it was quite good. I don't know if I'll go to that cinema very often. I can't believe I did that. As I said, wrong day, wrong cinema, but I got there in the end. So let me know, do any of you like Wallace and Gromit? I mentioned this to family at Christmas, and I said, oh, I'm going to go and see Wallace and Gromit film, and they couldn't believe I'd never seen anything. I really don't think I have. But now I can say, yes, I have. So as I said, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of Wallace and Gromit. And thank you to everyone who's watching these videos. If you enjoy them, please consider subscribing. I've reached double figures now, so thank you to everyone. And I would like to keep growing the channel because, as you know, as I keep saying, I love suburban arts. Okay, enjoy your week, and I'll be back on Wednesday. Bye.